Welcome to another day in the life of my kitchen. A lot of cooking today. Having some butter with my bread. Anyone else like me? Oh, if you're going to have toast, have nice seeded bread and lob that butter on it. Oh, salted butter as well. You can just hear the arteries screaming, can't you? Breakfast done, out of the way, simple, easy. So now we're on to a citrus cheesecake. I will put the recipes below, should you wish them. So just a regular digestive base. If you can hear a chuffing behind me, that was me picking a bit of the biscuit wrapper out of it. Easy open. Yeah, my butter is. Anyway, I had a fight with the packet and that was that. So I crushed that up and I put the butter in, give it a stir, pressed it into the tin. If you can hear a noise on here, a chuffing, it is my wee dog on the bed behind me. You know how they got the bums up in the air and they rub their faces on your bed? Yeah, that's what she's up to. I'm just pleased that she can do that. Little madam. So yeah, I'm just mixing it up well. I'm going to press it into the tin. I'm not lining the tin, I'm not spraying the tin because it doesn't need it. This tin is ancient. I've got a feeling though that it's not going to get too much older. Which is a shame because I really, really like this tin. As ancient as it is. It's right width, right height. Perfect. You know when you throw something away, your replacement's never as good as it. So just press the base in, make sure it's nice and squished in. If you don't pack it in, then when you come to cut it, it's going to crumble. So I'm just grating up a bit of, it should be the zest of 2 lemons and 1 lime that you put in, but I don't. Because Amy is a pain in the butt. I do use the zest for flavour, and some of it does get into the cheesecake, which she hates. But most of it don't, you'll see, because when I use gelatin, like in this recipe, I tend to sieve my mixture before it goes into the tin to set up. I've had an experience with gelatin before, and it going all like bitty inside of a cheesecake. No, I now strain it. So for the flavour, I've used 2 limes and 1 lemon. So I think it was 7 tablespoons, so I always use this spoon. And then add in 3 teaspoons of gelatin. You can buy the halal gelatin. You don't have to use the one that I've got. Let it bloom for 5 minutes before warming it up for 30 seconds in the microwave. And that's all I did. So yeah, I'm just leaving it there. So I'll put that rind in there. I'm going to throw in my cream cheese. This was about ½ an ounce more than I needed, but I wasn't going to put ½ an ounce back in the fridge or throw it away, so I chucked it in. You can see that that's setting up now. So in goes the natural yoghurt. So I'll give you the measurements and down in the thing below. It's so fast, this cheesecake. Now cast sugar. Give it a mixy. Next, Double cream. Now if you add the acidic juice, which I've saved over there, look. If you add some of that in there, your cream thickens up instantly, which is great. Yep, that noise you can hear is not me, it's my dog. So give that a mix in. I'm going to add another touch of this juice because I think this juice is the bomb. You want as much flavour as possible because the zest will eventually, well, I would say about 75% of the zest I will be removing because of Amy. By all means, leave it in. I would if anyone eating it. So now that's been brought back. Don't put it in there boiling hot. That's how you're going to end up with chunks in there. Wait till it's cooled down. As you can see, I've got my sieve there. And I'm just going to put it through. I don't want a lumpy cheesecake. I had this in the fridge for about 4 hours. And then it was set up. Kids had this at tea time. Nice and smooth. You'll see in a minute that the zest is still there, look. There you go. It's right at the bottom, look. But I purposefully tried to pick up a bit of this on me doodah, me whisk, me doodah, and pop it back in. She'll tolerate a little bit, Amy, but she really don't like it when I used to put all the zest in, but no, she was a fussy little madame. Don't like it. So all I'm going to do is stick some lemon curd in a bowl, mix it up so it's not so thick. Oh, nearly. So that's all I'm going to do. Not eating it up. Plop. Got a lot of plopping going on. Plop. I was tempted to draw a line for a smiley face, but I dropped it, look. Such a child, I know. I'm sorry. I do apologise. All you full-grown adults out there. Just swirl it around. It's not gotta be amazing. Just so it ripples through it. There you go. Into the fridge and leave it alone. So now on to pasta bake. So I've got 250 grams only, and this serves 6 with 250 grams worth of mince. So I'm going all budget for you. Break up your mince. Allow that to cook. So I'm just chucking in my mushrooms. No specific amount. I've just chucked in what I wanted to chuck in. Essentially. I don't like to get too specific. Not all the time. Cooking's not meant to be about all. I mean, baking, yeah, you do weigh things out. Blah, blah, blah. But cooking, to be honest, you can chuck most of it in. So I'm chucking in my mushrooms. Then I'm going to have a stalk of celery, finely chopped. An onion, which is just a medium onion, chopped. I've not gone extra small. I've just, yeah, just as you can see. And a carrot or two. I can't remember if it was one or two. Grated, and I throw that in. A few extra vitamins, you know. I didn't add no chopped garlic or anything to this because you see them little tubs of passata I've got there. There was a couple left over from a gusto that I'd had, and one from HelloFresh, and they've got onion and garlic in them, so I didn't put it in. But if you haven't got them with the onion and garlic in, I would advise that you either put a teaspoon of dried onion or 2 or 3 cloves of chopped, not onion, sorry, duh. A teaspoon of garlic, dried garlic, or 2 or 3 chopped cloves. What a donkey. So here I come with carrot. This is just helping to bulk it out, give it a bit of sweetness. Fling it everywhere. You know what, I've got one of them blooming things, you know, where you put the vegetable on this thing you hold and you grate it against this machine. I've got one of them, but I don't use it. I put it out the other day, but I ain't used it again since. And like I say, just chuck your veggies in, bulk it up. If you want to add lentils into this, make sure you pre-soak them. Looks like I put one in. So, chopped tomatoes, 400 grams altogether with these pots. And I ended up getting them everywhere. So this one was a chopped tomatoes and the other ones were sieved passata. Just so it had a little bit of tomatoey texture. One of these I spray everywhere. There you go, it's all over my finger, look. So that's the passata. So it was like 400 grams altogether. Oh, that was chavvy. Altogether. My throat's going a bit funny. Oh dear. I think's me needs a coffee. So I've got the pasta on the back burner there. Well, I will have in a minute. I've got the water going. So there we go, look. You'll see I've got a jar to the side. You can, of course, leave it as it is. But I didn't want to. Because we like a smoky. Then we pasta, look. Some right weird shape that I bought. Use whatever shape you like. That was tomato and bacon. Pasta bake. That is just for that extra smoky flavour. Do you have to add that? No, but I would advise you add more passata if you're not going to add that. And I used 500 grams of pasta. See, it's changed the colour there, look. That give it that smoky bacon flavour. Num num num. As I say, this is feeding 6 people easily with like a half portion of mince. And it wasn't lacking, trust me. Right. I do have strainers and such that I could use to pour out all this pasta, but I wanted a few dregs of water, you know, to go in there to loosen it up a little bit. So I'm taking most of it out. But yeah, whatever's left inside the pasta will just ooze out. So it is intentional, me using my spider. My voice is going again. Oh, you lot put up with me, I'll never know. So, I'm going to mix it in, look. See, the extra sauce did the trick. You can see that's a big pot. And it is very cheap. See, queen of cheap over here. Cheapo. All I'm going to do with this is put it into the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes with some cheese grated on top and the lid on. So it don't go hard and crusty. And it'll be on gas mark 4. Easy as that. There we are, look. I couldn't even be bothered to grate it. That's why I bought that cheese. I tell you, I'm getting lazy. I'll be that lazy soon. I won't be posting out on channel. So, lid on, into oven. Perfect thing because I can sort out everything else that I need to sort out and then dish it. Look at that. Num, 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 num. And it's not bone dry either. You've still got some moisture in there. I hate that word. It's moist. It's very moist. There's some garlic bread on the side. Loads left. Loads. Loads and loads. And there is the cheesecake that the kids started demolishing. Yum yum. That was by pictures, you can tell, can't you? Steve's are nice and clear, but yeah, that's mine. So this is a stir fry sauce, and it's not my original recipe. I will list in the description though who it was originally by. This stir fry sauce can be used as an all-purpose stir fry sauce and kept in the fridge for 3 months. This took 5 minutes to do. So there was 10 tablespoons of oyster sauce. You do not put any fresh like garlic in there or ginger or anything like that because it will go mouldy despite the fact that you're cooking this. So you don't do that. So there's another bottle of oyster sauce here. And this thickened up beautifully. So when it's cooked through, and that only takes literally a few minutes. Reduced salt. It must be reduced salt. Soy sauce. You want 10 tablespoons of this as well. So yeah, no fresh ingredients into this. When you come to do your stir fry, or whatever it is you're making, it's about a tablespoon of this sauce per person. Then you can add all your fresh garlic and that then if you want to. So we've got sweet soy sauce here. I love this stuff. So how many tablespoons of this? And again, I'll put it below. See how thick that is, that soy sauce. 2 of that. Chicken powder or chicken bouillon, whatever you want to call it. You want 2, I think it was teaspoons. Let me look at the spoon. Yeah, 2 teaspoons. What we got here? 2 teaspoons garlic. 1 of Chinese 5 spice. And 1 of ginger. See, I showed them to the cameras. Steve's cut that off. No, I couldn't remember properly. Steve. 2 of the cracked black pepper. And I think it was 5. I'm doing well to remember this. Of water. That's just to counteract the salt, along with the sugar that I put in as well. And there was 10 teaspoons. That sounds like a lot, but you've got to remember that you can see how much sauce this is already. And you only use 1 spoon of it per person in the actual stir fry, so it's not a lot. But you've got to counteract that salt, even though it is low sodium. 5 minutes. Just reminding myself. It's a wonder Steve didn't cut that out as well. I can't wait until he edits this when he gets back from school. Steve, when I show it to the camera, it's to remind myself. Thank you. So what you're going to do with this, guys, is just mix it up. As simple as that. This is a basic stir fry sauce. So once it starts to boil, turn it down to the lowest temperature you've got. Don't leave it alone, and just let it bubble and thicken for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can already see it start to thicken up, look, and it does become quite thick and sticky. Then you need to sanitize a container for it. This will last about 3 months in your fridge. Make sure you label and date it. Look at that. That's it done, look. So you don't have to make sure that you've got all these bottles in stock. That you've... Look at the state at the top of my cooker. Distracted, sorry. You can pull this out and literally pour a tablespoon of it into your stir fry. And if you haven't got anything else in, it's fine because the flavours are there, look. Already in the thing. And it literally was definitely less than 10 minutes to do. I'm just going to cool that down and pop it into the fridge. Labelled. And it was as easy as that. And that's for any stir fry. But if you want to add fresh ingredients, do it in the cooking process of your actual stir fry. Otherwise they'll go mouldy and make this mouldy in the fridge. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it if you possibly can. Hit the thumbs up button for me, please. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.